Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Living in Los Angeles. My name is Ra'sōn Theus, your Los Angeles real estate broker, and this channel is dedicated to folks just like you and helping you learn everything you need to know about moving to the city of Los Angeles. Now today we're going to be doing our November real estate market update, and it's an exciting month because last month in the month of October we saw quite a bit happen in the real estate industry. We actually ended up hitting record 30-year highs as far as interest rates go. Interest rates went well into the 8%. And as of this first week of November, we've actually seen the largest drop in interest rates, a whole quarter of a point. And that was due to the jobs report that came out on November the 3rd of this month. The numbers weren't quite as expected by the analysts, and the result of that was that interest rates actually had a fall. So we saw the highest rise in interest rates in the last 30 days, along with the single largest drop we've seen in interest rates in a short time period. So there's a lot going on in the real estate market, and I can't wait to dive into it with you. Now, as you guys know, Los Angeles is a huge city, has over 200 individual neighborhoods. And so I can't go into all of the individual neighborhoods in this particular video. And if I gave you just a general overview of just Los Angeles, I don't feel you'd walk away with a lot of information. So in this video, I'll be covering 5 neighborhoods. Those neighborhoods are going to be Santa Monica, Culver City, we're going to look at Inglewood, we're going to look at Hancock Park, and we're going to look at West Hollywood. So that way you can have a good general overview of the different sections of Los Angeles and what's going on in this month in the real estate market. So let's go ahead and dive right into these numbers. All right, guys, so as we come into the graph down here, I like to start with the sales price, the average sales price for the different neighborhoods here. And you can see how each neighborhood is color-coded to the line graph down here. So as we come over here, we can see that for the month of October, the average sales price in Santa Monica was $3.4 million. In Culver City, we had an average sales price of $1.9 million. In West Hollywood, we had an average sales price of $2.3 million. In Inglewood, we had an average sales price of $861,000. And in Hancock Park, we had an average sales price of $1.9 million. So now that we've looked at those numbers, let's come over here and see the amount of homes that were actually on the market for the month of October. So if we come over here and we look at homes for sale, we click here and we can see that in Santa Monica, there was 106 homes that were up for sale. In Culver City, we had 67 homes that were on the market. In West Hollywood, we had 54 homes that were on the market. In Inglewood, we had 38 homes that were on the market. And in Hancock Park, we had 84 homes that were on the market. Now, out of all of these homes that were actually on the market, the next thing we want to take a look at and see how many of those homes actually sold. So if we come over here to closed sales, we'll see here that in Santa Monica, 17 of those homes actually sold and made it out of escrow. In Culver City, 17 homes sold as well. In the city of West Hollywood, we had 8 homes sell last month. In Inglewood, we had 7 homes sell. And in Hancock Park, we had 13 homes that actually sold and made it through the escrow process. So the next thing I like to look at is going to be the monthly supply. So we come over here and we look at the monthly supply. Now, I've explained this in other videos before, but monthly supply is a very important statistic to take a look at when you're doing a market update because it's going to let you know what kind of market we're in. Are we in a seller's market or are we in a buyer's market? So anytime you have a low number on the monthly supply, then you're considered in a seller's market because that means that there's not that much inventory on the market. And since there's not that much inventory, that means demand is going to be a little bit higher and that sellers are going to be pretty much in control of that process. Now, you're in an equal market or a market that's experiencing equilibrium when you're at about 5 to 6 months of market supply. And anything above that number, you're considered in a buyer's market. So let's take a look and see where we are in these 5 neighborhoods. So if we come over here and we take a look at Santa Monica, you can see here that Santa Monica is at a 6. So you could say that's a market of equilibrium, or you could say it's beginning to become a buyer's market. There's more inventory on the market. So we're starting to see inventory actually pick up in Santa Monica compared to the numbers we've seen over the past couple of months. Now in Culver City, you can see it's a 3, so we're still very much in a seller's market in Culver City. In West Hollywood, we're also sitting at 6 months of market supply. That lets us know that we're almost at a equilibrium market, but it's definitely starting to edge into more of a buyer's market. In Inglewood, we're sitting at a 4, so we're approaching that equilibrium phase here in Inglewood, but still definitely a seller, still in the seller's market in Inglewood, I would say. And in Hancock Park, same thing. We're looking at 4 months supply, which lets us know that we're coming out into the equilibrium, but definitely leaving the whole seller's market. So as you can see here, just based on these 5 neighborhoods, besides Culver City, we're starting to see that shift where we're, leaving the seller's market, starting to go more into an equilibrium market, which could ultimately lead to being more of a buyer's market. That's because we're starting to see a slight increase in the amount of inventory that's coming onto the market. Now, the next thing that I like to look at here, which I think is really important to take a look at, is going to be the days on market. So let's come over to there, the average day on market. Now, this is really important, especially to you guys out there who are thinking about putting your home on the market in the next month or two. You want to understand what the average days on market is. And this is a really accurate statistic. Every home I list, when I always go over these numbers with the seller before we put their home on the market. And in most cases, these numbers tend to be pretty accurate as far as how long it's going to take to go through the marketing process of putting your home on the market, getting it into escrow, and getting it sold. Now, days on the market takes into consideration from the day we put your market on the MLS and put it on the open market to the day that we receive an offer. It doesn't include the actual escrow process. The escrow process isn't usually about between 21 to 45 additional days that you would want to add on to this right here. So if you knew that you had a home that you wanted to sell within the next 4 months, then you'd want to take into consideration the days on market and then add an additional 21 to 45 days for the being an escrow part of the process. And of course, there's going to be some time that it's going to take you to get the home ready, get it cleaned up, and do any last minute things that we're going to want to do before we put the home on the market. So these are the type of things that you want to take into consideration when you're considering selling your home. So let's dive into it. If we come over here, we can see that the average days on market in Santa Monica is 31 days, which is pretty good. That's not that long to be on the market. I've seen it in my career where the days on market was a lot higher, especially in Santa Monica. So that's actually still not very bad. Homes are moving pretty quickly. In Culver City, it's about 23 days that your home is going to be on the market on average. In West Hollywood, you're looking at 31 days as well. So that's actually, these are pretty good numbers. If you put your home on the market and within 31 days, you're receiving an offer that hopefully you want to accept, that's not so bad, right? In Inglewood, it's only 27 days. So houses are moving a little bit faster in Inglewood. And in Hancock Park, you're looking at 47 days. So it's a little bit higher than some of the other cities that you see here. It's still less than 50 days, which isn't, so bad. But these are things that you want to take into consideration if you're going to be considering putting your home on the market. Like I said, you want to take into consideration what the average days on market is going to be at about 30 days for the escrow process and how much time you're going to need to get the home ready to put on the market. All right, guys, so those are our numbers for November real estate market update for here in Los Angeles. After looking at all these numbers, what we are starting to see is that interest rates are definitely starting to have an effect on the LA real estate market. We are starting to see the inventory go up slightly as more people are putting their homes on the market. And of course, a lot of buyers are affected by the high interest rates and it's decreased their buying power. So we're starting to see the days on market slightly go up. It's still not really bad. The days on market here are still pretty good considering how high interest rates are right now. But we're also starting to see that the inventory supply is going up, which means that there is more inventory coming on the market, which is definitely going to be better for buyers. Right now, a lot of people are wondering, should I wait? Should I stay on the sidelines? Should I try to wait for interest rates to come down? And I think the thing that you want to focus on and understand is this. If interest rates do continue to come down, like I said, within the last 30 days, we saw the largest drop in interest rates because of that job report that came out. But here's the thing, if that continues to happen and interest rates keeps coming down, guess what? Everyone else that's waiting on the sideline is gonna rush back into the market and they're gonna drive prices up. So if right now you are qualified and you can afford the mortgage for the home that you're looking at, then now's a good time to pull the trigger. And if you're out there and you don't even know, then you definitely want to go ahead and have a conversation with your mortgage lender. And if you don't have a good mortgage lender, reach out to me. I know incredible mortgage lenders that you can talk to. They'll walk you through the whole entire process and let you know exactly what you're pre-qualified for. And then from there, if we can find you a nice home at that price point, then you are going to want to go ahead and pull the trigger, because at the end of the day, this is how you want to see it. If interest rates do continue to come down, everyone's going to run back into the market and they're going to drive the prices back up. And if for some reason interest rates continue to go up, well, guess what? Getting in right now means that you got in at a better interest rate. So it's all about affordability. All right, guys, if you have any questions about anything going on in the Los Angeles real estate market, please feel free to reach out to me. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, or you can just scan the QR code that I have right over here. I highly recommend scheduling a consultation with me. If you're serious about getting into the real estate market and you want to come up with a plan, we'll hop on that Zoom call. I'll listen and we'll talk about your unique situation, and I'll help you come up with a game plan so that you can achieve your Los Angeles market real estate goals. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.